Hi, this is TV comedy impressionist Christopher G from the other side of the pond saying hi, and I love the Queen Silvy show.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you running like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show, got the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show. 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 It's the Queen Silvy Show.
Hi, this is Joe Nass. You are listening to the Queen Silvy Show. You are now part of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and I thank you so very, very much for dropping in with us, spending another Tuesday with us on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. It is now my astounding pleasure to bring to you the world's sexiest granny, the most beautiful woman in the world, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
Yes, it is me, Queen Silvy, on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. I hope you're ready, because, wait, stop, don't do that. It's so much we have in store for you, and I'm honored that you are here today. Smooth, hey, how are you?
I'm doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen, and might I ask, how are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose, is
Yeah.
24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you are just simply
amazing. I know. I am amazing. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We have an amazing guest today, as well as some announcements, don't we?
Yes, we do. On the show today, she's a combination of everything. She's a nurse, an entrepreneur, and an author. We have Sarah Ambrosia Mulleneaux.
I love that name.
I think it's Mulleneaux. We'll have to get proper pronunciation later. It's obviously a French diversion. That's the way.
Queen indeed.
We'll get her figured out. Okay. Also, because you know what, you're worth it. Foxy 5 jewelry, sassy, elegant, affordable jewelry for you and/or as someone special. Go ahead and get hold of Monica right on Facebook or visit her website at www.foxy5jewelry.com. Some analytics from our last week's show. The United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Poland, Africa, Ireland, France, and Australia. Hey, folks.
Yes. We love and appreciate you. In fact, if you're watching this live, I want you to know that Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. If you're watching this later on our archive,
Our love is everlasting.
our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you on this terrific Tuesday.
If I had to say that, our hearts and prayers are going out around the world. CDC, still a lot of stuff going on. At least, hey, our federal government will be going for another 40 some odd days, and we'll figure it out.
Stick around.
Chaos is fun, folks, but as the Queen always says,
Hey, faith over fear. That's right. You can catch a lot more of that on Wednesday's Tim's Tidbit Show when it comes to just what he was saying, because we're bringing you the best always of live entertainment, talent,
chaos
from around the world just for you. Hey, you know what? You have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get some of this super greatness. But before we get into my conversation with my wonderful guest, what I'd like to do at this moment is I like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. You know, dogs have a way of finding people who need them, filling an emptiness we didn't even know we had. You know, I've learned that when you are deeply troubled, there are things that you get from the silent, devoted companionship of a dog that you can't get from any other source. And believe me, there is nothing truer in this world than the love of a dog. I mean, they are, after all, our best friends, right? So be the person your dog thinks you are. Amazing. That's right. And those are some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. Yeah, I'm getting already geeked. I'm ready. Yeah. You know that's what I do. Okay, your turn. Go. That is great. Hey, I love to also give some shout outs to my deserving kings and queens from all over the world, like you, Kinsley Patino, Queen Jenna, Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rouse.
Shout out to you.
The Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patino, and Joan Mercer.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Aaliyah, Asia, Tay, Maya, Camille, and Dejour.
Shout out to you.
You like my voice? Me too. To Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Alana, Brianna, and Precious.
Shout out to you.
Kelly and Ryan and the All-American Boys, Matt and Tracy and the All-American Girls. Hey.
Shout out to you.
Let me clear my throat for just a moment, please.
Ready.
That is so much better. To Pamela Anderson, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, C. Shorty Franklin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, and Donna Ferry.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in Africa, Amy Kanima, Webster Rito, Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, and Princess Arielua.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Gay Cross.
Shout out to you.
To Lorenzo, Gabaniza, LP, and Cynthia, Christine Lewis Anderson, James, and Audrey. Hey.
Shout out to you.
Nana Linda Hartley, Edith Reelhook, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gore Dobbs.
Shout out to you.
Wait, I got to hold it. Miguel Montalban, Brian Pearson, Brenda Ramirez, and my good friend, Joe Maz.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Hey, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone you would love for us to represent and shout out, we would gladly do it 3 days a week, every Tuesday, with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits, special co-host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas, and every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. As we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you, check out this resource. And when we get back, hey, let's get it on with this super greatness we have in store for you on The Queen Silvy Show.
All right.
Hey, we are back on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. As I said before, you have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get some of this super greatness we have in store for you. A hardworking queen sharing her family life of 5 dogs and a pig, making a difference as a surgical nurse, writer, author of the book The Adventures of Winston the Pig. Meet Winston. She also runs a pooper scooper business with her twin sons called the Poop Fairy. Woo! Live from Litchfield, Arizona, I introduce to you Sarah Ambrosia Mulleneaux. And I know I did that wrong.
Oh, you got it, I think.
I know Sarah. How are you today? How are you today, Sarah?
I'm good.
Thanks for taking the time on being here on the show. But let me correct myself because I said 5 dogs and a pig, but it's really 5 dogs, a pig, 4 cats, some lizards, and tortoises. Am I correct?
Yeah, you got that right.
2 words, loving and patience. Okay, we have 2 dogs, and I can handle the 2 personalities of 2 dogs, but you handle a lot of personalities of animals. And, from pictures that I've seen, they all get along.
Yeah.
That is great. You have a career as a surgical nurse. Audience, give it up for her. Strong front runner in the medical field. That is what's up. As a surgical nurse, though, Sarah, tell me about your job and the responsibilities that come with it.
Okay, so as a surgical nurse, we're not in the field with like the doctor or anything. We're called circulators, so we're kind of on the outside of the field, and we're the ones that are kind of running the room. And we see the patient in the beginning, we help roll them back to the room, we get them comfortable as they're going to sleep. Maybe hold their hand. We only have like a few minutes with them, and then they're asleep the rest of the time. But then we're running the room. If they need something, we're running to go get it, and we're opening it for them or the surgical tech, and just making sure they have everything they need.
Hey, that's important. I don't care what anybody says. That is so important. And
Yeah.
aside from on the job training, what degrees or experiences is it that you needed to be a
You
surgical
have to have
nurse?
I have my associates in nursing, but I also have a bachelor's degree, but that was in physical education. I thought I was going to be a teacher.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I realized I don't like being in front of people. So this is actually a big step for me, is being on the show like this. But yeah, you have to have your RN license, registered nurse license.
Well, you say you wanted to be a teacher. I think in a way you are still doing that because your animals
Yeah,
and your pets and things
we have
like
to
that get.
educate the patient,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
family, and everything
So
like
you've been a
that.
surgical nurse for how long?
I've been in the operating room 8 years now.
Ah,
I worked on the floor for about 5 years before that.
what do you love about it?
So I knew I wanted to work in the operating room when I was in nursing school. We had just like one day. We had one day where we could do like just a day with a surgical nurse. And one of the operations that I got to see was an open heart surgery. And I thought that was the coolest thing.
Wow,
So ever since then, I figured I could probably do that.
you must like horror movies too.
She was probably the kind of kid in school that you like dissecting frogs too, right?
Yeah, maybe.
There's nothing wrong with that. So let me get this right. One husband, two twin boys, right?
Right.
Any other children? Just the two boys?
No, I was pretty young. I was 19, almost 20 when I became pregnant with them, and it was unexpected. And to find out we're having twin boys was even more unexpected. And after that, we were afraid to have more because we thought maybe we would get twins again
Well, okay,
or
one husband.
triplets or whatever.
Okay, so one husband, two boys, five dogs, four cats, a pig, some lizards, and tortoises. Woo! Who became the
Yeah.
first family member? And I mean, like, in what order of the pets did they arrive? Did you bring them into the home?
Um, we had maybe a dog first. Like she's gone now, but that was Cinnamon. She was my red healer, and then we had a boxer come along, my white boxer, and then Barkley, the other boxer. Then we got the Frog. He's a half Frenchie, half pug. And then we got Owen, the Frenchie. And then we fell in love with the Frenchie breed, and got another Frenchie after that, Lila. She's the princess of the whole house. She's the baby. Like after I think Otis, he's about 7 years old now. I think actually this month.
Mm-hmm.
So we got him as a little pup, and then he's huge now. But
Well, so
yeah,
was the family all aboard for Winston the pig?
no, they were not all aboard. I always wanted a pig, and but there's no such thing as a mini pig, and people think that, and then they get really big, and then they end up at sanctuaries, and all like the sanctuaries are full because nobody wants a big pig in their house. And so but yeah, he's bigger, and I really had to learn a lot about pigs and how they acted and everything like that, but he's just a big stubborn dog.
That's funny. I do
In
have.
fact, he starts in obedience training on Tuesdays, so we'll see how that
The
goes.
pig does? Wait,
Wait,
I
did you
thought
say
the
the
pig
pig?
was going to obedience training.
Yeah, there's going to be a dog trainer that comes to my house on Tuesdays and works with him about an hour.
That's
And
funny.
'cause I'm trying to get him to walk on a harness, because right now for the book and everything, we're putting him in a kennel, and rolling him down a ramp to get out of the house, rolling him up a ramp to get in the truck, because he doesn't follow along and walk up a ramp or anything like that yet.
I know the two famous pigs, Arnold Ziffel, used to be on Green Acres, and Babe the pig. So,
and Charlotte the pig.
Oh yeah, and Charlotte's in a book. So yeah, you've got some prospects there to
right on
monetize off of that pig.
So I want to show this little video, if you have Smooth, just to show some of your fur babies. I know the pig doesn't have, do pigs have fur? When I say fur baby,
yeah, I don't know, like it's kind of like wiry.
Well, they're
he's mammals,
included
so
in this.
Right? They're a mammal, so they got hair. So yeah.
So let's show this. It's real short, but I wanted to show some of your babies. Check this out. Okay, so I pretty much know how a dog and a cat might communicate. And I also know that pigs are highly intelligent animals. Okay, they're motivated by food, but for Winston, how does Winston communicate to you?
Okay, so pigs are very routine animals. They're emotional animals. He knows, like, when the alarm goes off in the morning that I'm going to get ready for work. He hears a shower and he'll go outside the backyard because he's just like a dog and goes through the dog door. And then he comes back in and I'm pretty much ready to feed them. I get my lunch ready for work and he's just in the kitchen, always right by my feet. And and I get him a piece of celery whenever I make my lunch in the morning. And but if he wants something in there, he thinks anything in the kitchen that if he hears a wrapper, and it may not even be food, but he thinks it's food, and he comes in the kitchen and wants to bite, even if it's not food. And but he'll nudge me with their noses are like rubber, and he'll nudge my leg if he wants something of mine, or he'll come up to my toe and just like nibble at it a little bit.
That's cute. What does he eat besides lettuce? Do he get dog food? Does he like dog food also? Cat food?
Oh, they'll eat anything. They'll eat bacon if you gave it to them.
Pig eating
but
bacon.
I mainly try to give them vegetables because pigs don't have they don't know how to stop eating. Like they'll just keep eating and eating and eating. So we kind of have to manage his weight. So he gets they eat pig pellets. It looks like rabbit food basically. Okay. And he gets like a scoop of that in the morning and a scoop at night. And in between that, I try to give him like at least vegetables or little bites of what I'm eating.
That's what's up. You know, every 2 in 10 dog owners never even heard of a pooper scooper, yet they exist. There are lots of pooper scoopers. According to research, more than a quarter of dog owners have turned a blind eye, when it comes to picking up their own dog's poo. I mean, I've seen it happen. Mm-hmm. I've gotten mad at people who come in my yard with their dog and leave their poop. Oh, that just really gets me. But tell me your reasons for starting the Poop Fairy.
Yeah, so I had the idea a long time ago, even before I was a nurse, and I just never did anything with it. I had the name picked out. I even think I had the slogan picked out, and I just never did anything. When you just fast forward to when my boys, they're just graduating from high school, and they were really bad at picking up their own backyard, and so I actually hired a company myself. There wasn't a mini out there, but I found one, and I didn't really like how they ran their business. You didn't really get a time frame. You had to be home, and so you're just waiting there all day. And then their prices were even an initial cleanup, and I didn't really like the owners, so I kind of stopped the service after like a few scoops. And when I tried finding another one, I had a hard time finding one. And at the time, my son, they had graduated, and one of them, he wasn't going to go to college. He does have a learning disability, struggled with, reading, writing, math all throughout his school ages. And so I don't know, I pulled into the garage one day and I was just like, I asked him when I got in the house, and I was like, "Hey, Tate, you want to start a business together? We'll start this pooper scooper business." And it just, just blew up from there.
That is so cool. I mean, that is so cool. Plus, you're leaving a legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I like about it is they'll always have a job. Now both my boys work for me. The other one was in college for a little bit, and now he works for me.
I love
But
it.
yeah, we're up to like 300 houses a week now that we scoop.
Boy, that's a lot of boop boop to poop poop.
It is a lot of poop.
but tell me about the poop fairy. If someone was to call for your services, what exactly do you offer a client?
So we offer weekly, bi-weekly. Some customers are twice a week, and then I have maybe a few of them that actually will pay for 3 times a week service. And so we go in there, we scoop the yard, and then we deodorize it after we're done with a little deodorizer spray.
That is so cool. 300.
And then we leave the dog a treat because we're the poop fairy, and we got to leave a treat.
That is so cute. Instead of someone leaving a tooth for a gift they're giving poop, but they still get something. So what do you?
So our slogan is "Your dog leaves the duty, and we leave the goodie."
I was sitting there.
I love it. I love that.
I was laughing to myself. I'm thinking, it might be a crappy job, but when you get your check, it's the shizzle.
Shizzle.
Yeah, it's done really well.
But after you clean a client's area from the dog waste, what do you do with the poop? What do you do?
So we were like taking it with us for a little while, but then we just got too big and like my trash can was getting filled at home. So we ended up having to just leave it. We tie it up and we put it in their trash can.
Oh, well, right. That's good.
So there's like very few customers that we like take it with us if they're really like, throwing a fuss about.
That is so good and thoughtful when you clean it up and take it with them and freshen the yard and leave the dog a treat. That's a really good service. You are a busy queen, if I might say so myself.
Yes.
A nurse, an author, you write, you take care of a farm. That's a lot of animals.
I have a farm. I just don't have like the land and stuff.
Now I have a question. Now, do you charge according to the dog? Like a Chihuahua wouldn't be as much work for you as say a Saint Bernard.
Well, no, I just kind of charge by the dog. So let's say they have one dog, it's like $17 a week, and we do charge more for the initial cleanup and there's a reason because most of those are really bad.
I would imagine some people neglect their yard.
There's a reason why.
Right.
Yeah. Some people neglect it. They don't realize how they're spreading some disease too. Absolutely. By not picking up that dog.
It's honestly like one of the last like chores you think of doing. You put it off all the time, and like even I did before I started it, and you just put it off, and then it doesn't get done. And it's all about convenience these days too. I mean, you have Uber Eats, you have all these other convenient things, and this is another convenient thing for the customers.
That's right.
Also, if they're like a customer with like a disability or they're elderly and they want the companionship of a dog, but they can't really have the physical ability to go pick up after them, we do that for them.
Well, you are an angel for a lot of people, because, I think that not picking up your dog's poop is bad for the environment as well as public health. Tell me your opinion, Sarah. Why is it important? Some people think it's a joke, but it's not a joke. If you have a pet, you have to clean up your pet poops. I mean,
there's diseases that are spread.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tell someone out there who has a dog and just they're a knucklehead. Why is it important to pick up your dog's poop?
I don't know why they don't do it, because even in like sometimes the HOAs, I think I secured a contract with the HOA because you're supposed to pick up your poop around your neighborhood too, and they don't, and then we get hired to go do it for them. But yeah, I don't know why they just don't pick it up.
Okay, so true or false? If you tell me true or false. If you let your dog waste lay in the grass, it can actually burn the lawn and kill the grass.
I believe that's right, yes. Especially like the urine too.
Right. Okay, another true or false. The parasites and the bacteria that's in dog's poop, that can spread disease to other dogs.
True.
One more.
Yeah.
Some people say that dog poop is a natural fertilizer. How do you balance, is that true or false? that dog
Um,
poop is a natural
Actually,
fertilizer?
like to tell you the truth, there is people like there you can compost it, and that's another thing I can look into to actually use it for fertilizer. I haven't looked fully into that, but is a company in another state that they actually sold their pooper scooper part of the business to focus on the compost part of the business.
Wow.
I will testify that we have a designated area for our dogs to poo,
Yes.
and that is the heaviest growing grass in our yard.
I know. You know, our boxer.
So it may have something to the theory that it fertilizes grass.
Yeah, well, our female boxer, she's great, but whenever air hits her butt, she's dookie, and I'm like, gee, she do a lot of poop, you know. But 300 clients is a lot of poop to take home and fill up your garbage can. But 300 clients are lucky clients to have someone to take care of that and have their yard taken care of. Yes.
How long did it take to establish that business that you accumulated 300 customers?
So we've been in business about 4 years now, actually this month. So, and we just keep growing and growing.
That is
And
great.
I haven't even touched I've only touched really the West Valley of Arizona. I haven't even touched really the East side.
Wow. And you will tackle the East side should clients come a calling, yes?
Yeah, that's the goal, and maybe to franchise into other state, things like that. That's the big goal.
So how do you balance your responsibilities as a nurse and also the pet waste removal business? How do you balance all of that? You're busy.
I am busy, and it's hard. I did go down to my hours at work. I do 4 8s a week with a rotating day off during the week, and that helps. I usually get off at 3, and then I can maybe go rest, and then I work on the pooper scooper part. So I do all behind the scenes stuff. I do the scheduling, but I'm the collection department. I'm everything, and yeah, it's busy. And but as far as phone calls, I did get a Google Voice number so that one of my texts, if I'm at work and it rings, he can answer it and get their information and all that. But a lot of it I do through email and text. But it is really hard to balance it.
That is great. I mean, you're my superwoman. I'm telling you, because to handle all that you handle and the responsibilities, wife, mom, you're the mom, you're the everything to the animals. You know, they look up to you. You know, they can get the goodies and the treats from you and the discipline from you. You manage your business and
they
everything.
all follow me around.
That's all right. But how can someone that's in your area? You're in Litchfield, Arizona. Is that where's Peg Joan at in Arizona?
Cottonwood.
Cottonwood. Is that near Cottonwood?
No, the Cottonwood's way up,
Way up.
north.
So for some,
Yeah.
okay, so for someone in your area, how can they contact you for poop removal service?
So we have a Facebook page. It's at the Poop Fairy AZ. We also have a website, poopfairy.net. And there's a phone number. They can fill out a contact form. They can give us a call. They could text us. Various ways they can get a hold of us.
Well, I want to note also, and I think that is fantastic, that the Poop Fairy does a monthly dog contest.
Yeah, we do a Doggo of the Month contest. I just started that recently, so this was the 3rd month.
But you're getting a good turnout, right?
It's been fun.
Yeah, getting a good turnout on that. What do they get when they win?
I give them a free scoop if they're one of our customers. I make T-shirts. I made this shirt I'm wearing now. I have a printer I invested in, but I make them a T-shirt that has this logo on the front and then their dog on the back, and it says the Poop Fairy Dog of the Month.
Wow, that's really nice.
And they get there's a training facility that has teamed up with me, and they give out a certificate for $25 to have a session of training with them.
Wow, that's pretty cool. What? And if that wasn't enough for a busy queen, you wrote a book. How about that? The Adventures of Winston the Pig.
When you talk about this, it sounds exhausting.
Yeah, but what prompted you to write the book?
Winston, when I first got him, I was learning, about pigs, and so he was always getting into trouble, and I used to just call it, oh, here's another adventure of Winston the pig. We went through, I don't know how many beds with him before we finally found something that worked for him, because he would just their noses are very strong, and he would just root at them and like just break them. And finally found a bed. He sleeps in actually the movie Cars. It has the little toddler bed, and it doesn't have any like feet on it, so it's just low to the ground. And we just put a mattress in there and a bunch of blankets, and that's where he sleeps, right in front of our bed. But anyways, coworkers would tell me, "Oh, you should like do a blog about Winston." And so I kind of started like a little blog. And then I was like, I always wanted to write a children's book. Like, why not write a children's book about Winston the Pig? And it could be a series. So it's the Adventures of Winston the Pig. And a coworker at the time, she was a really good illustrator, Nadia, and she agreed. We were just gonna like self-publish it, and so she agreed to do the illustrations. But it got put on the back burner for a long time, as she ended up getting into medical art school, actually over in Europe, because that's how good she was at her medical art. And so it kind of got put off for a while until I found like just a local publisher here, and she was going to find me an illustrator. And by the time that happened, then the illustrator fell through, and then Nadia was done with medical art school, so she agreed that she would still illustrate the book. And but it took about 3 years in the making for that to all happen.
Yeah, but it's well worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. I still look at the book and I'm like, I wrote that. Like, it's just not real to me still.
That's all right. I want to give my audience shout out for your illustrator. Say your name again for me.
Nadia Lobanova.
Shout out to her. She's very good. It's a great book on there. And as a pet owner or animal owner, what is it that you enjoy about making this book? Because this is just the beginning, right?
Yeah, this is just the beginning. I did write the second book. I'm just waiting for actually a new illustrator we have to get, because Nadia she's just so busy. But I'm integrating, like I introduced one of my next pets into the book. So the next book is called Owen and the Lost Rock, and it has my Frenchie Owen in it. So I'm just going to introduce all my pets as I've had over my lifetime.
Wow. I'm telling you, I can see you and all the pets. Have you ever seen like the late night television show and they have a guest to come on and show their dog or their pet?
Like on Letterman or something?
Yeah, I can just see you coming in, and instead of trailing with the kids, so here's my twin. No, these are going to be all the animals, and you're going to show them, and you're going to have your book. You're going to blow up really big with this here, I think, because all of it is true. They're right there in your home. Boy, never a dull moment.
It's funny about Owen and the rock. The reason why I called it Owen the Lost Rock, because he used to bring in rocks from the backyard and like try to bring him in as toys and chew on them. And like I have this cute little picture of him with a rock, and he was so proud of it with it in front of him. So I was like, that's why it's Owen and the Lost Rock.
That's cute. What did you do?
And no, I was thinking she is the unofficial pet poo queen, among other things.
Yeah.
So listen.
Yeah, hopefully, like, the poop fairy will spread all around.
Yeah.
All other states, maybe in your state eventually.
Well, I think you could franchise something like that out.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah. I see big things, big potential.
It's a great idea, and I like the way that you have the various incentives, like for your customers, and you're promoting that. So I mean, you're on to something. Give us some time.
Yeah, you're on to something.
What do they say? It takes about 10 years for a business to really take hold and grow. So
well, you know what? Plus, you're not just talking about a pig. You're talking about your baby, Winston, and he lives right there. And so that's what makes it so great. Winston's gonna get plane tickets and everything. He's gonna be going around, on television.
That'd be the dream. That would totally.
But what's your hope for this wonderful?
As much as I love nursing, I would love to just be at home with a dog, run a business, write more books.
Well, you know what? You're doing the right things and the steps to make that happen if that's your goal, because I see you as a total success with all you do. A woman of patience. Trust me, a woman of patience.
Yeah.
But for the book, what's your hope for this wonderful adventure book? What do you hope happens?
That I just keep writing more, and hopefully, like, the dream is for maybe to be just like a bestseller someday, like just a house name. Winston will be just hopefully a classic book someday that people can read.
Winston's going to be getting mail.
There was Charlotte and Babe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
cool.
And
you know what? The interesting part, he's just not your typical pink pig. You never see the black pigs on there or anything like that. And he has glasses too.
Listen. The red glasses.
Yeah, he's got the red glasses.
I love it.
And the reason why I put that on there, because actually pigs, they don't have very good vision. So
Oh,
That's
okay.
who's got the glasses.
Well, that works out great right there. But
Yeah,
how about sharing an excerpt from the book?
sure.
I'd love that.
I don't. Let me go grab the book. Is that
Go,
okay?
that's quite all right. Go grab the book, and Sarah
Yeah.
will be back in just a moment to read us some excerpts from the book. Okay. There is the book, The Adventures
Yep.
of Winston the Pig. Meet Winston. Here we go.
I don't know if I told you about a little secret to the book too. I dedicated it to my dad, and he had pancreatic cancer. He passed away 3 years ago. Actually, this coming November, end of November, and there's a little purple pancreatic cancer ribbon on each page.
Oh, that's special.
And so he's with me on every single page. So I don't know if I told you that. So
Nope,
the
you
kids can
didn't.
actually
I
go in
didn't
there
know
and they
that.
actually can look for the little purple ribbon and
Well,
find it.
you have my condolences, and that is an honorable thing that you're doing right there. That is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I plan on I plan on doing the whole purple ribbon thing on every book too. So
Way to
he's gonna
go.
be with me every
I
time.
love it.
Yeah. I guess I could start with the beginning of the book. You got Meet Winston the pig. He is no ordinary pig. Shortly after being born, he was abandoned on Mr. and Mrs. Goat's porch. Mr. and Mrs. Goat soon found out that Winston loved food, probably more than any other pig they ever met. They would catch him in the cupboards or hiding in a closet eating. He was always getting into trouble. Winston had a hard time making friends. He would get into trouble a lot at school, mainly for eating the other students' lunches. If you ever visited his classroom, you'd probably find him sitting in a corner looking at the wall because he was always in timeout. On the playground, Winston was often playing alone. He would either get picked last on a team or not at all if it made the teams uneven. All he really wanted to do was to fit in.
Oh, I want a Winston now. But you know something else? You know, like when you say that you're going to get lesser hours and put in more work and the other ventures that you're doing, I can even see Winston coming to a school, you know what I mean? Sitting there and you reading the book.
Yeah, and actually we've been like bringing him to like farmers markets, and
Yeah,
that's how,
yeah.
and we do like I sign the book if they buy the book there, and they get to
Yeah.
feed Winston because he'll just sit in his little pen like a little king, and he'll let the kids come up to him and give him a vegetable, and
I
he's just
love
happy as can
that.
be.
See, I love that. You're really on the right path with this. The Adventures of Winston the Pig. Meet Winston.
Yeah,
Where is this book
I actually
available?
have a Barnes and Noble book signing coming up too, which is like really cool.
How old is Winston?
He's 7, I believe.
How old do they
What is the
get?
life expectancy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can live to be like 15 to 20, actually.
Wow.
Oh, kind of like a dog. Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the dog, pretty
A little
much.
longer, actually.
Okay, yeah, a little bit longer than
And
a dog.
all the
Interesting.
dogs and the cats, they all get along with Winston.
Yeah, so the bigger dogs, they kind of just kind of ignore each other. Winston's kind of skittish with him. Like he could totally do some damage to the dogs, but he's just very sweet and kind, and he doesn't do anything like that. But the little dogs, they love him. They love to go up to him and give him kisses and lick his face and all that. But
That's
yeah.
so cute. Tell
Yeah.
me how anyone can go and purchase the book, The Adventures of Winston the Pig. Meet Winston.
Yeah, you can buy both the hardcover and the paperback on barnesandnoble.com. On Amazon right now, only the paperback's available. I'd have to find out when you can actually get the hardback, but that's where you can buy them for now.
What about audio?
I think the audio is on there also, but I'd have to double check.
What? That is so great. Let me think of what else she can do. Is it in other languages? You know how some authors, we have our book in all languages all across the world.
Yeah, that'd be cool to
Wouldn't that
actually
be
do
cool?
that and like have it in other countries
You are
too.
so on to something with this. I am so honored that you are on the show to bring us that. Next time I'll get to see and have a conversation with Winston the pig. I gotta learn pig
Yeah.
talk though.
He's somewhere over here. He's kind of just laying down in the
well,
background.
he's a good one, and if you're home and have all your animal homes, they're real trained and good pets on the real.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you want to add or anything that you want to say that I perhaps did not say?
A I mean, I was part of that reality show. I don't know
That's
if you
right.
saw
How did that come out, by the way? That was called the box, not the
the
box, the
blocks.
block. How did that come out?
Yeah. So the blocks is a entrepreneurship like reality show that it's kind of like a business retreat, but he turned it into an actual game while you're there too. I was on season 7, and then I also got invited back for season 9. Season 9 just came out this past few weeks. I'm not on there until maybe episode 7, I believe. And the cool part is that actually Amazon Prime just picked up the series,
Oh,
the
how cool
program.
is that? See what I mean? You have your foot in the door of stardom. What? This is so great.
Yeah.
Was it
And
hard?
that was really good experience. It was actually stressful, but I enjoyed it. I don't know if you know who Wes Bergman is, but he's like a really famous reality superstar. He's on that show called The Challenge, the MTV show The Challenge. He was on The Real World, but he's the host of it, and it was just really cool being there and actually getting invited back. I'm trying to figure out why I got invited back, but
Well, you
just
did
get invited
something right.
back.
You did something right. You're impressed and it stayed in their head, and they're like, you know what?
Yeah, the poop fairy. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
made quite a buzz. I think the first
Well, I
time.
think
So
that's great. So where can we check out this show? Has
it's gonna be. I know season 6 is on Amazon Prime now. I'm on season 7, so hopefully they're gonna put it on Amazon on there soon. You can go to their Facebook page, Beta Blocks, or I think their website betablocks.com. They also have an app, Beta Blocks. So
That
all
is so
different
cool. You're
places
a
you can find it.
superstar in your neck of the woods and soon to be worldwide. You are the one. What? You outdo a lot of men that I know because they can't handle all that you do, and I'm loving it. I love it. But when you do have your own time, your own free time away from the work, away from the business, the animals, what do you
Yeah.
like doing?
My favorite thing to do is watch the Investigation Discovery Channel. My husband hates it, but I will just sit there and watch like the crime shows all day, or even like Dr. Pimple Popper. And I love
Yeah,
to craft,
yeah, Dr. Pimple
and
Pop.
read.
Well, you got some good shows to watch. That's not a bad thing to do. They know where to find you, right?
Yeah.
That's all right. So before we go, Sarah, tell everyone how you can be followed on social media, and also again, how can you be contacted for the Poop Fairy and any other services, including the book.
Yeah. I mean, you can find me on my Facebook page. I'm under Sarah Ambrosia Mulleneaux. I should make a website. Maybe that'll happen. And then for the business, it's at the Poop Fairy AZ. Same on Instagram at the Poop Fairy AZ, www.thepoopfairy.net. And yeah,
That's
you can
what's
just
up.
contact me there.
Wow. I admire you. Honestly, I do.
Oh, thank you.
Because you still have hair on your head. It's not fully gray, you know your
There's a
name
couple of
still.
them in here somewhere. I mean, I'm
Well,
43 now, and I
listen.
found a little bit.
That's good because I would probably be. No, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I wish I could do that more, like more pets and things like that. But then I would have a house attached, and I'd be out in there and just let them have the house. They can just
Yeah,
do what they want. But hats off to you for all that you are doing. I'm wishing you continued success because you are really doing
yeah.
it. And I'm looking forward to so much more. Welcome to come back anytime on the Queen
Oh,
Silver
I'd
Show
love
that you
to.
would love to. And I thank you so much. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself. We're going to be back in touch with you, Sarah Ambrosia. Say the last name, Mulleneaux.
Mulleneaux.
Mulleneaux. Ah,
Mulleneaux. Yeah,
all right.
you got it.
I thank you. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
Check out this commercial break, and when we get back, Smooth gonna tell you something.
Am I really?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, then.
All right. Hi, I'm Queen Silvy of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You want to expand and get noticed? Then come outside your box and into our world. Internet advertising has a real impact on global awareness and even sales, so let's make an impact together. Offering for a limited time advertising and sponsorship packages that excel your purpose. So contact Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim for the exciting opportunities that awaits. Yeah.
All righty then. Well,
That was so nice. I enjoyed my conversation with Sarah Ambrosia Mulleneaux. Mulleneaux, I'm sorry.
That was really a crappy interview, you know. No pun intended.
Well, it's the poop fairy by all means. It should be a little bit poopy.
I think that's a fantastic service. That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. And we have how many grandchildren? We about to put their ass to work. What? We got something for you to do, ain't
Yeah,
it?
we have one of those little things that you squeeze and you can pick up poo. You don't even have to touch it with your hand.
Mm-hmm. And here I was thinking of getting them busy on lawn mowing, but no, let's do the poop scooper. There's so many people that, they don't take care of the whole thing of having a pet. And that includes
In
cleaning
a lot
up
of
your
regards, they don't take care of the responsibility of being a fur baby owner.
Yeah, for a fur parent.
A fur
But it is
parent.
what it is. I thank Sarah so much for being aboard, coming aboard the platform and sharing her story. I mean, those are a lot of pets. Someone great, it takes a good heart and patience and a lot of love, and she provides that for her animals, her pets, her cats, her lizards, tortoises, dogs, cat, and Winston. We can't forget Winston, who is the superstar of the book The Adventures of Winston the Pig. Meet Winston, so many more series will follow on that as well, and we'll keep you informed when they pop out. Well, you never know. Winston may be a guest on the show one day. We got to get him before Oprah and them guys
Have him
do.
come in studio.
We do indeed. Sarah's a busy woman doing so much, so much, and we're honored that she was here. I'm also honored that you was here, that you took the time to listen, watch, and enjoy Smooth, Queen Silvy, and our guest on the show. Tune in tomorrow. It's Wednesday. That's Tim's Tidbits special co-host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas. That is in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do check your time zones. And then join us for Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, bringing you inspirational, encouraging, motivating, musical, what did you call it? A potpourri.
A potpourri of entertainment.
Absolutely.
With a little trifecta of power in it.
As well as a special music or other video showcase that we provide at the end of the show. It is impactful indeed, and you are always welcome. That is also in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do check your time zones, but join us for all of that super greatness.
Correct. Wow.
Smooth, tell everyone how we can be followed on social media.
You can simply follow us by Googling us. We are Googleable. Googleable. And if you would find your favorite platform, what that might be, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it might be, go ahead. Easy, what you should do is go to YouTube and in the search engine, type in The Queen Silvy Show. You'll get the results of all of our shows. And while you're there, we'd appreciate it. Would you subscribe?
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, always bringing the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world to you. The Queen Silvy Show, Tim's Tidbits, and the Now You Know Show, always here for you. I thank you so much. You know it's Tuesday. You know I'm fasting. I just had my cup of tea, but now it's time to...
I heard you earlier when you were giving the announcement. You burped. Was that from breakfast?
No, that might have been tea, but I'm about to burp from some food in a minute. I'm going to smash and get it
time
on.
to smash. We'll go
But in the meantime, hey, be
Smash.
kind. Be kind. Smile. Make the most of your day. Stay positive if you will. And with that said,
Till next week, same queen time, same queen station. We'll holla. Bye.